My people, where you at? Where you at? Wake up from your slumber, stop sleeping. Whip your hands, whip your hands, whip your hands, whip your. Come on, come on, come on. I know you're sleeping now. Y'all gotta wake up some more, yeah? Okay, let's go. The people fool us. The people lie to us. The government betray us. So much. I said they lie. The people fool us, oh. The people lie to us. The government betray us. They can lie, they can steal, they will knock the ball. I said we tired with their lies. We tired with their promises that led us to a lot of damages. We tired with that speech they preach indeed and not unique they deceive us. The thing we saw, it frustrates us. So why did you lie? Why did you steal? Why did you allow the citizens to be? You see, we just tell you that's why we voted you. But you fool us, you screw us, you use us and later on abuse us. So why? The government should lie. Why? But that's the question that we ask. They lie. The people fool us. The people lie to us. The government betray us. They betray us so much. I said they lie. The people fool us, oh. The people lie to us. The government betray us. They can lie, they can steal, they will knock the ball. I said no one to trust. My people, no one to hope on. Nobody. My hope that I have been broken. I'm telling you, brother. So where are the schools? Where are the roads? Where are the jobs that they say they could afford? But they're too selfish. The people tired with their rhetoric. People tired, they tired. You see the reason why we ask why the government betray. They have enough of time, but yeah, then instead they delay. People suffer. No work, but people crying for hunger. Look at. Your vision and your mission, your intention to the nation, they poor. You got nothing to show. Nothing. So why? The government should lie. Why? But that's the question that we ask. They lie. The people fool us. The people lie to us. The government betray us. They betray us so much. I said they lie. The people fool us, oh. The people lie to us. The government betray us. They can lie, they can steal, they go knock the ball. With their promises that led us to a lot of damages. We tired with that speech they preach indeed and not unique they deceive us. The thing we saw, it frustrates us. So why did you lie? Why did you steal? Why did you allow the citizens to be? You see, we just tell you that's why we voted you. But you fool us. You screw us, you use us and later on abuse us. So why? The government should lie. Why? But that's the question that we ask. The people fool us. The people lie to us. The government betray us. They betray us so much. I said they lie.
Well, let me say welcome to a special edition of the Bottom Line. My name is Linford Goa, and this afternoon, from my end, I'd like to say welcome and Merry Christmas to all of you watching me, and hope that your Christmas will be good. If you're in Liberia, well, we hope that things will be okay. And if you're lucky to be outside of Liberia, well, we further wish you Merry Christmas, and we hope that you will have the best of the season and happy a prosperous new year in advance. If you're just joining me, I'd like to say, please share the video. Help me to share the video to your contacts, and let's do some discussions here this evening. You know, a fact, we're approaching the Christmas season, and so we're gonna be doing a lot of things. We're gonna be doing a lot of things, and I can assure you that we are in a political season, and the politics in Liberia will be at its best or its height. And so, welcome again. My name is Lim Fagua. This beautiful Thursday afternoon, coming to you from Norway. Um, I'll be discussing some issues here, but let me see if I can share the video to a couple of friends and pages, and so then we can get started. It's not nothing big special, but it's gonna be interesting, that we can touch on some of what happened in our society and the people involved with those things that happen in our society. And we want to let you know that we're not sleeping, and we will not sleep. We'll keep awake, we'll keep vigilant, and we will build that momentum to meet every challenge there is that come our way. And so help me to share the video, like I said, and if we reach like 10 people, I will start. Meanwhile, I'm still trying to share a video to some groups. And so I hope you can bear patient with me. Actually, we're gonna kick off, and it's gonna be interesting, like I said. So share the video if you want to be a part of it. Share the video. Let me see. Okay, a couple of group chats here, and let's see if we can share to a few people. Yes, we're sharing. So we got a couple of people watching now, and soon we'll get started. Let me just adjust one or two things here. I wonder how is your Christmas doing? For those of you in Liberia, how do you feel on this Christmas? Today is the 22nd of December 2022, meaning that we are very close to Christmas. Christmas is right on the heels, next door. And so we hope that you are preparing, your preparations are good, and that, you are getting ready for the big day. This is a day that we all always looked for when we were growing up in Liberia, and I'm sure that people in Liberia still grown-ups and the young and the middle-aged people still look up to Christmas. That's the best day. I remember this day, everything was like we keep our little money. People raise their chickens and goats and keep it for this day that everybody will slaughter some animal and have big party. Families get together and so forth. But that's not the topic for today. The topic that I have to deal with is very critical. 2 days ago, or precisely yesterday, I did make series of posts specifically about Henry Costa and the Spoon Network, and specifically mentioning Stanton Witherspoon. The Witherspoon factor did not draw many crowd. There were a few comments here and there, and they were like, okay, yeah. Some were in favor of my comments and some were against it. And considering the weight of the Spoon show, for now they are the biggest in Liberia, as everybody see and everybody believe. For now they are the biggest. And then came the Henry Costa posts, several of them that I made. But I remember two specific ones. Once about his big mouth and his returning to Liberia, and now the George Weah government is waiting for him. And then the other one was, I'm just paraphrasing here. Probably if you go on my page, you can find it. And the other post was, this fugitive is returning home, and so he has started singing praises to Wia. And so there were a barrage of, exchanges of responses on the Henry Costa post. And before I go further, I'll give disclaimer. I got a couple of friends on Facebook. We all were supporting the old man Joseph Walker in 2017, and so we became friends. And some of them I know personally. I mean, we are like blood brothers and sisters. So nothing can really get between us. Let me tell you. And so we go, since we went our separate ways, they stay behind the old man Walker, whom I could vote for if Cummings is not in the race. And then I chose to go to support Mr. Cummings. So we have that political divide. We live on different sides of the R's, the political R's. And then and so we do debate politically, we do disagree on policies. And so sometimes when I post, if it is a bit strong for UP, they come after me. And then when they post something against Mr. Cummings or the ANC, I go after them. But at the end of the day, we are friends. In fact, if anybody wants to jump between us, we usually advise them, move from there, do not go there. We know what we're doing. Then on the other hand, also, I have some friends that I got to make in the same political debates. They are from the CDC side. I don't know them. I've not met them before. I don't know any of them. But we also friends. My friendship is like this. If I begin to talk to you, even if I don't know you in person, but I begin to talk to you, I begin to, interchange with you, especially on the social network, and I see that you're not this person who, if I do a lot of exchanges with, that you will not come back to start insulting me. And sometimes, I post something that is very, this is me, I like to get under people's skin, right? Because I got thick skin, You can go deep into my skin, you'll not reach my flesh easily. You can reach there, but it will take you time. And before you even reach to my flesh, probably I will dig deeper. So I've built those kind of friends on Facebook in the political arena. And there are two ladies. I wouldn't want to call their names here to keep their privacy. They are from the CDC side. But I got my friends from the Unity Party side, some of whom are like real sisters to me, and I know them personally. Okay. Should I call their names? No. I wish to do, but probably sometimes during the course of the program, I will call their name. And these people, these ladies, there are several of them from the UP side and the COP side, And some of them know, some of them and myself live in the same country, and they know me personally, I know them personally. We got no quarrel going before. These are our little political exchanges. So they all came under my post, and they were posting things, and their problem with me was how I described Costa as a fugitive. Probably they didn't have problem with me saying that he's singing praises to George Weah, but they said I refer to him as a fugitive, and I think that was their point, and which I understand because they like Costa. This is their boy. This is that, and of course, let me also let you people know that I've been with Costa all along from the time I got to know about his show for more than 3-4 years. In fact, more than 6 years because it was long before the elections. I've been following Costa, and I follow every day when I go to work. I got my headphone in my ear listening to Costa show for a few reasons. One, I want to hear what you say. Two, he's one of the critical forces in Liberia. In fact, if not, I'm on a talk show host, if not the most critical one. And then three, sometimes he says things that are true and some are lies. Okay, so being a journalist, I always like to follow it so that I will get the information myself, so that I wouldn't listen to a third party or second party information. No, I think that's one of the best attributes of people who are in the journalistic profession, because you always want to have the first-hand information. to be well informed so that you wouldn't carry secondhand information, because whatever you say, you got people who believe in you, who listen to you, like the Costa man. Whatever he says, people believe it. If Costa tells you that the sky is coming down today, some people believe it, even if they know that the sky will not come down, but they'll believe it. And I have listened to a lot of episodes of the Costa show where he says things, and then the next day he comes back to change again and try to polish it, that it wasn't what he said yesterday. And it's all because sometimes he doesn't get the facts, so he just run with information. And that's not a good quality journalism. That's not a good quality journalism. You have to have the facts. You have to do your investigation. I mean, you don't need to know all the information, but you got to have first-hand clues, so that clue or clues, those clues will lead you to the facts that you want to find. Okay, that's why if somebody tells you that it was raining fire from the sky in Washington, D.C., and you know that can happen, you try to get to Washington, D.C., or you ask some other people who can confirm or deny that. But if you just heard that it was raining fire in Washington, D.C., and you jump on and carry the news, and then people find out that it's not true, then your information becomes questionable to the people who listen to you or who follow you, especially on the social media. So I always love to follow the fact. And those are the reasons why I listen to the Costa show. One, he's one of the critical voices in the country. Two, to get the information from him myself, to listen to what he says and evaluate it myself. Three, to know the lies and the truths in it. And I have personally disagreed with Costa many times on his show. I've posted on his show. I have called his show, and he even insulted me because he said things that I didn't agree with. We all know if you call Costa, or if you on the Costa show, if you call in and you say things that he doesn't like, you'll tell you, "Don't call that man, that stupid man." He did it to me many times. I'm not stupid, man. First and foremost, the very year Costa was born in 1982 was a year I graduated from high school. So Costa is my junior brother. I mean, 5 years, my little brother, not even equal. Okay, so I'm not stupid, but he will call me stupid. He will call anybody stupid, and that's part of his life. And so those are the reasons I follow the Costa show. And so I've been following Costa throughout. The COP, when COP was organizing all of its protests, I personally posted on Facebook in support of those protests, promoted those protests, even did a live podcast like I'm doing now. When they formed the European branch of the COP here, right here in Bergen, okay, I was a founding member, okay. They called me, I participated in all of the meetings, okay, until I just, at a certain point, I just decided to go slow a little bit, okay. I support, up to now, the COP because it's a pressure group against the government. And not only this government, next government to come, if the COP still exists, I support that group. Once they'll be there to hold the government feet to fire, because this is what I believe in. I believe in pure democracy, where we say, do this according to the law, and you do it. So no matter who does it, who will hold the government feet to the fire, I will support you if you do it truthfully. So I'm not against Costa. I don't know the young boy, and I admire him, the gift that he got. Okay, the talking gifts that he got. If I had that gift, okay, I'm a journalist, but my power mostly is in the pen, and probably devising ideas, strategies. Okay, but the way he flows with his, talking, he got a gift. Not many people have, that public speaking, gift. Not many people, very few people. So I admire him for that. But the young boy takes advantage of his gift to get at people that he got differences with. If you do agree with Costa, Costa will go after you. He will abuse you. He will say everything about you. He doesn't respect women, 1. 2, let me tell you, there's a way that you can disagree with women, or anybody for that matter. But Costa will sit on his show and abuse women. Now people think are going after Costa. I mean, Costa platform is way bigger than me. Way I must admit, way okay. I'm not going after him for anything. And some funny people will kind of say, "Oh, he's jealous of Costa." What do I be jealous of Costa for? Costa just fought hard to complete his first degree recently. I completed my first degree since I don't know when. Okay, I got my graduate degree good 10 years ago, 2012, 10 years ago. And Costa get so what? I got children that are bigger than Costa, okay, or almost big like Costa. So why am I jealous of him? I work. Costa had all worked before. What he's doing now is what I've been working. I'm not rich, but I've been working. I've lived my life. I left my mark. Even on the political landscape in Liberia, I left my mark. So why would I be jealous of Costa? If anything, I could help to promote Costa to build him up, okay, in the very profession that he's in. Because I work as an active journalist for complete 9 years in Liberia before I left, actively. But I mean, employed. But if I add all of the years I've been practicing, it was more than 15 to 16 years before I left Liberia in 1999. So what is there to be jealous about Costa? He's young, okay? Like I said here, my kids are equal almost. So tell me, my first daughter was born 1985. Costa was born 1982. So 3 years between them. So Costa could be my son, okay? So tell me, why would I be jealous of him? No, I'm not jealous of him. But as an older person, I think in a way that he doesn't think, and so now you try to say anything contrary, then people take it to be jealousy. The funny thing I don't understand, how would I be jealous of Costa? What does he do that I can't do? What does he say that I can't say? If Costa is rude, he can cause. I know more cause more than him because I was born before him. Some cause I heard, I know he know it. So I'm not jealous of Costa. For those of you who know him, who will come and say, "Oh, he's jealous of Costa," and those are some of the straight things writing under my post yesterday. But they don't know. And again, I don't blame them. But I will tell you something that is consuming our society, and that we have to get rid of that thing. And if we do not get rid of it, the sooner we get rid of those kind of things, then our society will get on track. That is the love for individual over the entire country. Some people love Costa so much that if Costa said that and abuse Mr. Joe Boakai, call him a travelist, that's all he knows. I got a clip there, I'll play it. That was long time. They ain't got problem with that because they love him. And Joe Boakai is a statesman, somebody's father. But Costa will use all kind of words on him. Costa will cause my Ellen. Oh, which this and that. We all don't like the way Ellen carried out her policies and she supported war and all these things. But that's somebody's mother, for God's sake. And Costa, you had a mother. Sorry that your old man passed away. Peace be to her ashes. Imagine if you, Costa, you're living, or I mean your old man was living, and she's at that age, and somebody is abusing her, using bad words on her simply because they got political differences. How will you feel? And I listen to some women, and most of the people that attack me, they are girls. They said that Costa will abuse all the women on his life. They'll say, "I'll go after Costa." Yes, I'll go after him because the first thing is, let me tell you, Costa has become a public figure in Liberia. So everything he does, it should come under spotlight. Okay, but that's not the issue. My thing, the reason I wrote about Costa is that if I'm talking to myself, then what are you doing there? So you're not human being, unless you're not human being there, I'm not talking to you. If you're there, then I'm talking to you. She's my CDC, like one of my CDC girls who will come and get under my skin, but they know nothing can get between us. They know they are two. Like one of them that she exposed herself. And she follow me everywhere I go. She'll follow me. No, they are two. Nothing can get between us. Somebody was trying to be rude to her the last time. I said, "No, stop. Do not do that because I know we are friends." Yeah, but to the point, Costa had become a public figure in Liberia. He ran one time to become representative. He didn't make it. Now he's running to be senator. So this kind of man and myself are now on the same level. He's becoming government official. In case he wins, oh yes, then we're ready. But not only that, Costa does not respect people. He doesn't like you. Costa got his followers that love him more than even the country. And we all said that we talk to seditions. Oh, seditions. They only love Joshua, they love the country. But Costa don't know people love him. So you cannot say, hey, Costa does anything wrong. You can't say, hey, no, they will come for you. Including my fellow sisters. So then I started to wonder, what is the difference between they and CDC people? CDC people, when you say, oh, George, you are not ruling a country good, they come after you. They will almost kill you. I have received several death threats. And one of them is a guy called William Sling King Bro. He and Mary Bro got the same surname. William Sling King Bro. I saved that post. I saved that. He threat to me. I saved it up to now. I got it on my Facebook. So this is the thing we're talking about. CDC people, they dare listen to anybody talk anything bad about George Weah. They'll get to you anyway, anyhow. Then Costa will condemn that. Oh no, he's not supposed to be that way. George Weah think he's president for seditions, of course. If sedition so love George Weah, like God so loved the world that he's saying his only begotten son to die for us. So sedition so loved George Weah that they made him president. They got to defend him. And when we condemn George Weah for also loving his seditions, then we should also check ourselves that our lovers, people who love us, they don't want anybody to touch us. So what is the difference between we and CDC people or we and George Weah? So when I made this post yesterday, irrespective of the words I used, I didn't craft that figurative word because I was described as a fugitive in Liberia in many of the newspapers that he escaped. And if you define the word fugitive, it's somebody who is escaping justice or prosecution. Okay? Somebody who is escaping justice is a fugitive. So when I used that word, I didn't create that word in my mind. That's something that was in the media for months before Costa even escaped and after he escaped. Probably because I polished it a little bit that he escaped in a cartoon and he was packed neatly in a cartoon by Yeke Kolba and others. Right, and this is where they got after me. Why I use the word fugitive. And they forgot to define the word fugitive. Sorry. The code is here. But to the point I want to make here to all of us, we in the opposition, let us watch ourselves. Several times I listened to the same Costa coming, condemning Mr. Cummings. Why is it that Cummings say he's bringing change, but you take the old people and Bruce Brown and all these people? But Costa, you also condemn people for doing things that are not good, but you do the same thing. You are the only opposition critic in Liberia that George Weah been calling in recent time, or if I always call him, you say admit. And when George Weah calls you, nobody is there to listen to your conversation. Only two of you. And you create suspicion because people have been accusing you on many issues that you saw the June 7 protest. This is why even when you were tear gassing the people, you were not there. You already left long time. You and the other planet, you left long time with the tear gassing our poor brothers and sisters that we encouraged to go to the protest. I have my family there, my relatives were there. Okay, you escaped, and people say you saw the protest. You went for some money in Ghana. We stood ground. We said no. We deny it. They cost us. All kinds. These people say all kinds of things to us for COP. Because we believe that you are a powerful voice, and we believe in what you say, that you will live by what you say. But you are the only opposition critic or talk show for that matter. Who Joshua will call? You take a phone, you call Joshua. Joshua take a phone, he calls you. We don't understand. We're not there to know what you and Joshua are talking. How do we know that you're not compromising? How do we know that you're not selling yourself? How do we know that you're not undercover? I'll play a clip when you call Joe Joe Boakai, oh man, Papa Joe Boakai, all kinds of names. I'll play that clip. And it's the same Joe Boakai, you turn around today, you say you support him. But I don't blame you. I blame, oh man, Joe Boakai. My late father, may peace be to the ashes. My late father was a man of his words. And that's the kind of person he made some also be. Nobody, absolutely nobody, not me, not any man born by a woman, would have abused my father, disgraced him publicly. More also, you being far younger than him, you abuse him, and then he will turn around and sit with you. Not that he will keep a grudge, but he will afford you. Okay? But Omen Joe Boakai, I don't know. I don't want to use certain words because, people say we should not go after opposition leaders, which I agree to. Okay? So Omen Joe Boakai, out of fear for you going after him, or some compromise, or something, he has compromised his pride and interest, and he can sit with you. You can become his right-hand man today. I believe in repentance, though. Probably you have repented, and I believe in forgiveness. Probably he has forgiven you. But the records are there. You cannot erase that record. So let me play this thing and let people listen to it. I hope it's the right one.
Not going to change. Joe Boakai has no fresh ideas. Joe Boakai is not able to run this country. He's a dead man walking. He's a dead man walking, and I cannot support a dead man walking.
Okay, Joe Boakai is a dead man walking. He cannot support, just the last part of it. Joe Boakai is a dead, that's a long time clip. That's a 2017 stuff. Joe Boakai is a dead man walking. He cannot support a dead man walking. How can you trust a man like this? Now you listeners, the viewers, you just listen to the video. Probably you didn't hear it. Let me play it again. Then you draw the analysis.
Not going to change. Joe Boakai has no fresh ideas. Joe Boakai is not able to run this country. He's a dead man walking. He's a dead man walking, and I cannot support a dead man walking.
Joe Boakai, not my word. JMP, I will not call him Joe Boakai like that. He's my elderly man. The ambassador, Joseph Newman Boakai, has no fresh ideas, says Costa. That was in 2017. He's a dead man walking, and Costa cannot support a dead, cannot support a dead man walking. If he has said I shall not, okay, that's alternatively, okay, that is possibility that he can, or he shall or he shall not. But he said I cannot. I cannot support a dead man walking. And those things, and that's just part of the words he used on Joe Boakai. Certain part again, he said Joe Boakai is a troublist, and all he knows is troubleism. Joe Boakai is a troublist, and what I'm saying here is number one, it's Costa's words in 2017, and those words resonated with the voters, and that made Joe Boakai, to lose some voters. Can you imagine a candidate in a race and you look at him, he says he's a dead man walking. You cannot support a dead man walking because he has no fresh idea. So people, the fact is people follow Costa. So people who know you and who believe in you, they will say, oh, but if our leader can say, as they call you, our leader can say he cannot support dead man walking, the man has no fresh idea, why would we want to go after him or go to vote for him? So this is what we're talking about. Let me hear the one. I don't know what this is, but let me see.
Can't see the stupid name he will do today.
It's not going to be Cummings.
It's not going to be
Boakai
Cummings.
got 446,000 votes.
So Boakai
Cummings
voted
got
with me.
112,000 votes. Let's do the math.
This one is about Cummings. There are several of his stuff here, so I'm just picking between it or among them to see which one is which, because I didn't properly label them. But let's forget it. I think the other one we got is sufficient. That Joe Boakai has no fresh idea. He's a dead man walking. This is a man who has served in government for more than 40 years before Costa was born. And I know all of the presidents that appointed Joe Boakai were not stupid to appoint a dead man who has no fresh idea to appoint him to top position, managerial positions. But he denigrated this old man. And that cost the old man some votes. Trust me. That cost the old man some votes in 2017. And he cannot support a dead man walking. This is the same man today that is Joe Walker, red man, that can detect Joe Walker and tell him, leave the CPP and go, we'll support you. Leave the CPP, and Joe Walker listen to him. Costa is the same man today who can tell Joe Walker, do not pick your running mate now, and Joe Walker will agree. This is the Costa today who can defend Joe Walker for flying private jet when we have flew private jet prior to the election. We all condemned it. Now, then this is the same Costa who will later on support George Weah after the elections and call Joe Walker a dead man walking, and then afterwards break away from George Weah, organize a series of protests against him up to now. And he, Costa, always claims that that was the biggest protest in the history of Liberia. Then he becomes the best friend of Joe Walker again when he said he cannot support a dead man walking. So is Costa supporting somebody who does not have good idea, fresh idea? Liberian people, it's yours to judge. You Liberian people, it's me. I'm just putting it to you guys. Okay, so Costa, you do things that are questionable in as much as I admire you. You do things, and so no, I hate to use this kind of word, but some foolish people will come on my post and say, oh, you're looking for attention from Costa. Why I look for attention from Costa? I've met world leaders. I work with presidents. Okay? I worked partly during those administrations. I was the youngest journalist. There is a security guy, SS guy, long time ago. The last name is called Wallo. Wallo, I want to remember that. Joe had some program at the Monrovia City Hall. I just started working at LRC in 1988. And I was supposed to cover that program, but on my way from LRC and coming, there was a lot of traffic. We couldn't make it, and I came late. Joe were already seated. Nobody could go inside. I came to the gate. Yeah, I still remember. I came to the gate. Young boy, very young. I want to believe that. I was the youngest, working with EFBC at the time, next to Aaron Colley, because Aaron Colley was a bit older than me. I was not working with EFBC proper. I was working with LRC, but we were under EFBC. So this little innocent young boy came, and then Wallo was trying to stop me, and I was almost like crying that, this is one of my first assignments after my training. Then I came, and the security guy stopping me at the door, and luckily for me, door was sitting right there. The door was looking straight. So I was almost crying, what I was doing. Door said, "Don't tell it there." So the guy said, "Let him come in." Oh yes, I will not forget. I mean, the president was already seated. The program was in session. I walked in. I just dropped my microphone on the floor right near the door. I've gone close to leaders. Secondly, Chancellor, I worked with Chancellor through from 1990, 91, to be precise, all the way to 1999 before I left. I was assigned to presidential detail. I can't tell you all. As a journalist, I traveled many West African countries before I left. Right here in Norway in 2007, October, when Ellen Johnson came here, I am still the Secretary General of the Liberian Association in Norway. I was at that time, 2007. Our president was fine enough. So he told me, he gave me the mandate, he said, "No, governors, all Liberians around there, I cannot make it to come. But I heard the presidency in Norway. Governors, all Liberians, you'll go and represent us." I put Liberians together, more than almost 40 people. We went. I read a statement to Ellen Johnson. I gave it to her. Ellen Johnson sat down with us for more than almost 45 minutes talking to people she knew personally in the group. We took pictures of her. I talked to her after reading the statement to her. I've gone to leaders. I saw Jimmy Carter here in a plane from Atlanta, Georgia. Jimmy Carter was on his way to his home, but we all have to get on the same flight in Atlanta. I was coming from Norway, going to Houston, and I was going to change flight in Atlanta. Jimmy Carter entered that flight. I was sitting down way in the middle of the flight on American Airlines, the local flight. Now, no Jimmy Carter also will be on a flight. The flight was delayed for no reason, for almost 3 hours. No information why the flight is delayed. And then finally, for all to see the 4 guys, no, see, I know, see how you call that, the security guard, all dressed in the same suit and walking up and down, Then they went in the plane and came by and came. Then after all, they said, okay, everybody can board now. We boarded the plane, we sat down for more than 5 minutes. The plane conducting everything, the flight routine, everything. The flag can go. Now, no Jimmy Carter is coming. Then the old man enter. When he entered, he said, ladies and gentlemen, former president of America, Jimmy Carter. Everybody stood up. Then he said, sit down. We all sat down. That old man, Jimmy Carter, I'm talking about 2006, the year 2006. Jimmy Carter shook everybody here on that plane. He started from the front. So since I was in the middle, I said, hey, God, hey, Lord, let the man reach to me. Let the man reach to me. I'll pray in my heart. The old man came when he got closer to my seat. Like one more seat in front of me, one more row in front of me. I was like, hey, he shouldn't stop you. Then he came. Then I stood up. I said, oh, Mr. President, I'm very happy to see you again. I remember you went to my country in 1988. I was just a young boy. We stood outside to wait for you. He said, which country? I said, Liberia. Then he hugged me. I'm just telling you, people who are jealous of Costa, I have lived longer enough, more than Costa, and things I have done, he might not have the chance to do them, or things that he will do, I might not have the chance to. But I just want to let you know, you foolish people who think are jealous of Costa, or I can't be like him. So I'm just telling you, few of what I've done, the world leaders that I've met. So he hugged me. He said, oh, so they killed my friend. That's his exact words. He said, so they killed my friend Turbo. I said, yes, sir. Sadly enough. He said, I still remember. So I told him, I said, yeah, we stood outside, we welcomed you. I was just in 8th grade at the time. He said, oh, you must have been very young. I mean, the woman spent more than 2-3 minutes talking to me in that flight. Everybody was there listening to us. Then he asked me, but do you live in the United States? I said, no, sir. I live in Scandinavia, in Norway, but I'm going to visit my family in Houston. He said, oh, I wish you were here, and I would have actually invited you to come over and maybe we can sit there and talk because I need to know a lot about what happened in Liberia. So I said, well, but sir, I don't know about I'm going to be here for like 3 weeks. So he said, okay, but I wish you well. That was the last one. He said, I wish you well and take care. That's how the woman passed me. But at least I had the opportunity to meet former world president of the world, Jimmy Carter, to hug him. So for those of you who say are jealous of Costa, I have done. Nobody can do more. God allocated things, your activities before you were born. And nobody can do more than that. If you want to go the extra mile, that's when you get problem. And so wisdom will tell you that what happens to you is, I believe in predestination, because if there is time for everything, then I believe in predestination, because the Bible says that there is time for everything. Okay? So I cannot be like Costa, yeah, in certain sense. And Costa cannot be like me. So why you think I'll be jealous of him? For those of you who say, oh, you're jealous of Costa. Costa and I are different people. I cannot be Ray like Costa. I cannot be bright like him. And he cannot be black like me. You see it? So whether Costa want to be black, you want black color, he cannot be black. So he cannot be like me. And if I want to be bright, I cannot be like him. So you see, we are not the same. Costa is tall and short and small. We don't have the same height. Costa talks fluently, loud, fast, and I do not have that ability to do. So everybody is not equal. We are different in specific ways and unique ways. So how can one want to be jealous of somebody because they are said no? So this stupid idea about somebody wanting to be somebody or they're jealous of somebody, you're dropping. And like I said before from the start of this show, that I'm a founding member of the COP Europe. I have not terminated my membership. In fact, I'm not a registered member. I'm just a founding member. Okay, so I'm not a registered member. But I'm a supporter of any pressure group that will hold government fit to fire. Okay? During all the protests that Costa called, I mandated my brothers and sisters to attend. I was not there personally. I mean, in person, personally. But I mandated people and they went. So, for people to think that I am against Costa, of course, it's my right to also want to be against Costa, because Costa himself, it goes against people. But I do not go against people because I'm not jealous of anybody. In my own right, I can do what I can do. Okay, nobody can be like me. I'm very unique. Everyone is unique for that matter. So you stop the nonsense about I'm being jealous of Costa. I just outline some of what I have done as an individual. And not many people will do that. Not many people have the we got PhD holder, we got rich people, billionaires, but they do not have the opportunity as a poor journalist like me to meet people. Oh, I forgot one more. As I personally were two, the late Paul Samuels. I personally interviewed General Sani Abacha in Nigeria in September 1997. Don't forget that one. We Costa ever interview Abacha. Abacha is dead. So you see, nobody can be like the other person. So you stop the nonsense about somebody being jealous of somebody. Yeah. Okay. So back to where I was talking about people loving individual over country. Now, Costa criticized Joshua right upon Joshua's return from the African summit in America. Like we all have been doing. That Joshua went to look at football, he went there, he did that, he flew private jet, he carried 250,000 and blah, blah, 2 million. No, we've been talking all over the place. That the economy is bad. We all agree. Today, Joshua was, Costa was also talking about the economy being bad. That Joshua what about it? Leisure Rennie cannot play any magic to convince the people of Liberia to think they can change their mind to vote for Joshua because the economy is bad. So if this economy is bad, Costa, why is it that yesterday you posted that Ghana, Liberia is doing well than Ghana, that our economy is better than Ghana? You see, so you flip-flop. One day you say this one, the next day you say the other one. You say you cannot support a dead man walking, or man who has no fresh idea. But today, you are on the side of that dead man walking, the man that has no fresh idea. So how can people trust you? But a supporter will not see that one, no. In fact, I support the boy because there's certain people who support him, but like me, I support some of the ideas. When he holds a government feet to fire, I support it. But I will not, and I'll repeat many times, I will not love him over the country. Yeah, I will not love anybody. Yes. Sorry, folks. I think it's a heavy volume of snow here, and that's why my internet is dropping. But I'm really, really, really sorry for that, and I hope we will stay together. I'm very sorry for that. Like I said, it's not my fault. This is technology, and we cannot do anything about that. Well, folks, don't go away. Don't go away. We still got a lot to discuss. Do not go away. Sorry. It's not my fault. Actually, it's the internet. So let me just see if I can get things straightened up here. In the meantime, I will play you an interlude of music, just a very short music, and then we can.
My people, where you at? Where you at? Wake up from your slumber, stop sleeping. Wave your hands, wave your hands, wave your hands, wave your. Come on, come on, come on. I know you're sleeping now. You gotta wake up some more, yeah? Okay, let's go. The people fool us. The people lie to us. The government betray us. Betray us so much. I said they lie. The people fool us, the people lie to us. The government betray us. They can lie, they can steal, they will not know. I said we tired with their lies. We tired with their promises that led us to a lot of damages. We tired with that speech they preach indeed, and now unique they deceive us. The thing we saw, it frustrate us. So why did you lie? Why did you steal? Why did you allow the citizens to beat? You see, we just tell you that's why we voted you. But you fool us, you screw us, you use us and later on abuse us. So why? The government should lie. Why? But that's the question that we ask.
Well, sorry, that was it was a big problem. My internet was actually tampered with, and but sorry, I'm back again. So, folks, share the video. Come back. Those of you who are watching, come back. We'll soon be wrapping out of here. So, just stop this idea about somebody hitting Costa or somebody not loving Costa. No, like I said, I cannot be like Costa. Costa cannot be like me. I cannot be like John Brown. John Brown cannot be like Peter. No, everybody is unique in some kind of way. Yeah? But people like Costa, they are going further. Politically, they are rising to prominence. And so we should hold them to standards. You can't be a critic of the government and you're in conversation with the president every day. Nobody knows what you talk. If you want for people to know what you and the president talk, let the president tell him, come on my show and tell the librarian people what you and myself talking. But you're talking to the president behind closed door, nobody knows. One day, you and the president told the next day, when you were supposed to be a fugitive, you were supposed to be prosecuted for having false document, travel document, let's say passe, for which the government will after you and you have to escape. And of course, I don't blame you for escaping because there is no medicine for fear. The only medicine for fear is to be afraid of fear itself, okay? And to avoid the danger that you are afraid of as a result of your fear. So I don't blame you for leaving Liberia. I left Liberia too. But you talk to the president who was supposed to haunt you. You talk to the president who closed on your radio station that you're not on the air today. You criticize him, then you come back, you talk to him, then the next day he forgives you, and after that you decide to come to Liberia, then you're in constant will not stupid. Since you decided to come to Liberia and you and Georgia started talking, yeah, you can say blast at Georgia, but not like how you used to do before. That's stupid. You're doing stupid. That's why I will follow you. Because if I were not following you, somebody would tell me, oh, because I did it, I will start to believe the person, but I follow you religiously. So, Costa, again, I will tell you, as one of the people who follow you, you're not my leader, but I follow your show. Because when you hold the government feet to fire, when you expose the ills of the society, and we all try to correct it, that's my area. That's why I like. That's why I follow you. But in as much as I do follow you, if you do the wrong thing, I'll point it out. You know, like I said before from the start of the show, you abuse me many times on the show. You don't know me. But when I call, oh man, that mean I fully because I don't agree with you. Today, for example, on your show, Costa, you were talking, when the president was coming from the United States, as he always does when he's returning or even leaving the country, all the government officials will leave their offices, abandon their offices. Not only government officials, but almost all workers will leave their offices, their work that they have been paid for by the Liberian people, to go see the president off or to go work on him. But according to you, it's wrong, which we all know is wrong, because the people should be working. Okay, where I live, when the prime minister is traveling, he doesn't even travel with bodyguard. The prime minister traveling out of the country, he not carrying no bodyguard. Who he get problem with in the next country he going to that you care who lot of bodyguard? Who want to kill him there? Eh? Who he making problem with in that country? So the prime minister will drive his car, either the driver will drive him to the airport, get on the flight and go. When he's coming, the driver go for him and bring him home. So who will go? I will leave my work to go stand on the highway in the snow here to wait for prime minister. We don't do it. So we know that is wrong. And you yourself say it's wrong that Joe Walker, that you support, when you make him president, you will tell him not to do that. But you, Costa, you contradict yourself all the time. You coming from America, you are mobilizing, you sending money to Liberia, mobilizing people. You're not president yet. You're not nothing. You just talk show host. Okay, and people believe in you, they follow you. And you are mobilizing thousands of people. You're sending money, mobilizing thousands of people. And this is not the first time. This is, I think, going to be the third time that people will go and line on the street to see you coming. You just talk show, you're not nothing yet. So how can you convince me? Yeah, you see, that's where I got problem with people. I don't have many friends in my life. I got few friends that I trust me, that know me. Okay, because you don't become a friend because I like you. You become a friend based on principle, based on what you think. If your thinking goes along with what I think, it may not be exactly, but we should at least think in the same way. Then I think you can be my friend. So, Costa, you don't think some of us stupid. You are against George Weah, carrying all of the people, taking the people from the offices, carrying them to go wait for him to arrive or to depart. And when Joe Biden become president, according to you, you will tell him not to do that. You will frown on it. But you, Costa, you're not even representative or senator. You just mayor talk show host. And you got followers. I'm not denying that. Because everybody want to follow what you say. But you can mobilize thousands of people. We saw it, your return for the trip, which you have to leave abruptly. The whole city was almost locked down. We saw the crowd. I can't lie, we saw the crowd. And then now you are coming back. You started mobilizing since 3 months ago. And you're not heading. You got people calling, I'm calling from Johnsonville. We're mobilizing thousands of people. Somebody calling from West Point. The mobilization going on. Then, so you're not president here. So then how can you convince Joe Biden, who is president, who also his citizens who want to see him returning to the country, how will you convince him not to do that? When you, Costa, you're not anything, but you can do it. People can go wait for you. You see, so you see the hypocrisy. You see the inconsistency. You see, so people who follow you and believe in you and think that you're making sense to them simply because they're not thinking for themselves, then they want every one of us to be the same. So when we look at this thing, we talk it, then we bad. Oh, you're not supposed to talk to Costa. Yeah? You're not supposed to talk to Costa. But Costa can tell other people what to do. But we're not supposed to tell him what to do. You praise George Weah that his economy is doing better than Ghana. And this is the same Ghana where when George Weah government officials get sick, they fly to go to. Okay? A place where George Weah himself can go take holiday. All of your officials, that is where Ghana is a place to go to enjoy. But yet, Liberian economy is doing better than Ghana. Then Martin K. Colley also wrote a reporter to what he said. He wrote he gave some facts. Okay? He gave empirical facts, number based. And you have not come back to say Martin Colley lied. But your followers, the people that worship you, will believe what you said. Oh, yes. And so nobody should say it's not true. Then today, you just wrote that thing yesterday or day before, I think yesterday, no, day before yesterday. Then today you came back, you started blasting lecturer who running that he cannot play any magic to change the bad economy, okay, to make a poor man to change to fall for where because the economy is bad. But it's the same economy that should be good yesterday more than Ghana's economy. So what sense does that make to you a follower? People who believe that we should not say anything. So Costa is inconsistent. He was seeing places to where simply because he's coming. And we are instead not thinking. Okay, I'm not saying that there should be there should be some confusion between we are an inner citizen or Costa or why or no. That's not what I'm saying. Okay, but saying we are to let places and Costa started him. You see, so we are Costa can what because every time when Costa can only show he will blast we are. So the day Costa say good thing about we are, oh yeah, we are can be a hack and change. You can even forget about everything Costa been saying about Chicago and all the kind of thing. Then you say, yeah, my man, you let Costa can. No, I'm Costa, my man, I'll let you go. You my picking, I'll let you go. No, I'll tell Magida, I'll tell Coach then, I'll tell Chavosin then, I'll tell Patrick then, but the one part of you. So then Costa will come and say the economy is doing good. Remember, I get returned from America, and Costa was saying that the president king with hands swinging, Papa King with nothing. But then the next day, the economy is getting good because Costa got today is what 22nd. He got 8 more days to come. And trust me, fast forward, Costa will be doing bad and blow to George Weah until he will arrive in the country. And when Costa is in the country, he will not say anything much bad. I know, yeah, I mean, Costa is human being. Like I said, everybody, the first law of nature is self-preservation. So he got to preserve his own life. Okay, I'm not saying that he should risk his life, but again, we that listen to him, we should think also. But then this is where I got problem with people. Okay, that what's good for the goose should not be good for the ganders. You see, so because we're not thinking one way. So when CDC people do it, then we get mad. Okay, when ANC people do it, then we get mad. Everybody in Liberia, this is how the society is structured. Everybody got out, not devil. When you're not devil come outside dancing, whether you're not dancing good, the other people condemn you, you like it. Nobody dare talk about it. That's it. Costa can blast the whole president of Liberia, the whole president that everybody that we elected that can go out and represent us. Costa can cause a man from head to toe. But if Costa, when I say he figured it, oh no, what? That Costa say he figured it. What wrong with you? I said my sister came and impasse. Oh, yeah. What? Me, the only thing that made me feel, what you call it, man, figured it. Oh. When you can call George, I said I'm a swan. Chicago. Of course, you all know George, I'm not my man, so I'm not backing George here. But let's straight. That's why I say I get plenty of friends. Because if you're my second thing the same way, you're not my friend. We hello. You gotta, I'm a critical thinker. Many friends don't like me. You know how many friends are lost from Joe Wakata? Because when I was supporting Joe Wakata, a good person. Oh man, what can I tell about George? Oh man, and you don't know. The Georgia, let me tell you, if I want to work in Georgia government, I'll not be in Norway. I'll not say, oh, the whole NPD group in Georgia, Joel Howard Taylor, I can call Joel Howard Taylor and say, oh man, and I say, I want to come to Liberia. When they first won the election, I will find job. I can take a phone, I call Cyril Allen. I will find job. I can take a phone, I call, who else that I think I know. I got a brother. Or brother. I didn't say relative, I said brother. But I will stop that far. And that's how far I will stop. The person can hold my hand like that and give my hand to George Weah and say, this is my brother. Then it work. I say relative, listen to me. I didn't say relative. I say what? Brother. Blood brother. Blood brother. From the same womb. That's how far I will stop. So if I want to work in Georgia government, Bill Trawe, when they appointed Bill Trawe Newley, my brother asked me. They all call me Papi. Say our father died. I'm the first child. They all call me. Say Papi. Bill Trawe, I want my Papi now that I made it send to the port to one work. I told him, I say I will think about it. Probably I would have been in a mess. I would have been with Bill Trawe today. I would have been in a mess that he's in today. But I'm not like that. For communist business, some people come, friends, relatives of mine. They come in my inbox with surprise at you. Why you being coming that gay? So I try to say, well, coming big gay, so that mean gay. If coming that gay, you will improve the economy. Your children, all be working. Our parents be working. That gay money will be carrying. When you go take pay, they'll say the money that gay money. In America, Europe, where we live, we got gay all over the place. I got gay people we work together. Does that make me gay? Okay, you live with sinners. In Liberia, some people are sinners that kill us. Does that make you killer? No. Everybody's in soft. You know, somebody can be anybody. Unless you want to be the person. Okay, they come to me. Oh, now all you're chasing money. Hey man, how do I get money from comics? We here paying our hard-earned money to support the cause of the ANC. Then some stupid person must relative who's stupid. They come to me and tell me, say, I'm chasing coming for money. Eh? I don't understand. When we welcome coming here in Germany, it was my idea that I proposed to the group and we work on it and coming to Germany. I drove from here, I put my children, my baby, July. My baby was less than 1 year. Because my baby picking 1 year in August. My baby was less than 1 year. We drove 19 hours, covering 1,966 kilometers one way. I loaded more than almost 4,000 kilometers from my car to go and come. Gas cost me more than almost 1,000, and diesel cost me almost $1,000. We want to make pledges to the program, hotel fees, food, and things, all from my pocket. So coming was already getting the money. Yeah, I take the same money I go give back to coming program again. How silly can people be? You see, so this is the kind of Liberian people. We don't think. We don't think. So I don't support coming. I'm bad. All my friends then they deserted me. They call me all kinds of names. If I go to Joe Boaka and start supporting him, I'll be the best person. The United Party people, who were my friends, when Costa was denigrating Joe Boaka, we all were against him. Today, Costa is a king. So let me tell you, they think guy like bro, where when your devil is the best, the other men or devil that bad devil. If we do start that kind of attitude, it will be bad. And when you member of that devil, when your devil is doing wrong things, don't tell the devil, oh, all the other members are telling against you. Oh, my man, why you talking to the man like that for? Costa has caused Ellen Johnson Sally. Costa has caused Cummings, Sleazy, Rogue, Belete Pa, the Costa show, and began Belete show. We're going to talk about that one. Or who else? Costa has caused Joe Waka, Joe Yapa, that Costa two brush, that one can brush him away. Who else? Costa has caused all the ladies, or the woman, what the woman, agriculture ministry, Jenny Miller. When they appointed Jenny Miller, he was the one praising Jenny Miller because he said, oh, that my Congo sister, 2 months even passed. When Jenny Miller had a problem, Costa naked that woman with him off. All I want to go with clapping, yeah. But if you call Costa or fugitive, oh man, what? Yeah? And you don't define the word fugitive. Anybody who escapes justice, anybody who is on the run, escaping, it's a fugitive. I remember when I was a little boy, we used to have the television series on ER TV. It was called, I think, The Fugitive, and I think it was a British series. These men were always on the run, and I was confused every time I watched the show here. So I used to ask my mom, I said, but why are they always chasing the one man here? And the woman said, the men are the simple explanation of the man, they put one catching, he commits some crime, so he running away. You see? So we've got to stop all of this hypocrisy. When I do it, it's good. All my brothers and sisters will clap for me. But when the next person do it, then we all turn against that person. The same thing I did, though. And for you citizens, let me turn to you small, friend. Now that the last part of it will be with the spoon talk. You citizens, let me come to you with your stupid thing about the rally and Cummings and this and that. You know, you're stupid. Let me tell you one thing. If CDC, your heart sense, your CDC supporters, those of you who stay behind CDC, in your heart sense, you will tell George Weah to fix the economy. The thing that the opposition is doing. Sorry, I actually got cold. The thing that the opposition is doing, telling George Weah to fix the country, that you CDC people are supposed to be doing it. And the reason is simple, that you're in power now. If George Weah fix the country, everybody enjoy it. Nobody will put that mouth on George Weah. George Weah will go for, he can go for a second term. The people will say, oh, the man is doing well. But the damn man will get out, he take all the money, he go and come. Then you open your mouth. Your CDC people that they stole $70,000 from the rally money, then it becomes your problem. George Weah take your money and go. He come back with promises. Container of money got missing. Now that you're talking, then you say 70,000 or so feed people. The $2,000 that George Weah was getting per day for 48 days, which is 96,000 plus. How many people will feed compared with 70,000? So it's 20,000, 26,000 in excess. So why I can't talk about that one? One man was receiving it. So one unscrupulous person got away with money, unfortunately, and then you make glory out of it. You run around with like chickens without head. Can you imagine how sorrowful, pitiful, sleazy Costa's words you guys are? Huh? Money that does not belong to you, the money that you were giving George Weah every day. I'm talking about what the money that you took, but just the $2,000 that you are getting daily, every day. That's government money. That's taxpayers' money. The money that is stolen from the CPP, from the rally, is private money. That money that we raise. So we should be crying. Is that your money? So even if we kept the money and we didn't give it to people, you can't force us to say you can't give it to people. You can't go feed people. Silly seditions. Shut your mouth. Because you're losing. You're like a drowning man. So and then even if you show the two-edged sword to the drowning man, you will grab it because you want to be safe. So you're looking for all kinds of things. And that will drive me to the spoon talk. The final cut for the afternoon, then we'll wrap it up. And spoon, without spoon, I will tell you, you're young boy, lucky guy, smart, street smart, but not academically smart. I listen to you when you're talking on your own shows, and I evaluate you. Your sentence construction, your misplaced use of the parts of speech, your verbs do not sometimes agree with your subjects. You don't know what to say. You don't make sense. You are now a journalist. You got no journalistic background. I'm talking to you with a spoon. I'm talking to you. My training is in developmental journalism, conducted by the RRR, Institute for International Relations, under the USAID, in collaboration with the UNDP. I was trained by Americans. Anybody in the 80s who knew about LRC and the Liberia Rural Communications Network, that's where I got my training from. Winfred Russell in Minnesota today is my witness. He and I worked together. We were the two youngest people working. His uncle used to work with us, Mr. Carr, who was the chief engineer. Those of you in the media from the 80s or the 90s, let me just bring it closer to the 90s. If anybody knew James Wallow, we used to call him CEO, the original CEO. Okay? He's one of my trainers, Mr. James Wallow, the late James Wallow. My boss, the overall boss for LRC is saying, like, so if I'm here giving you references. So wait a second, I'm talking to you. James St. Jerome Davis, who succeeded Florida Quicker at LRCN. He's still alive. He's one of my witnesses. My immediate boss, who was the chief of programming, COP, may his soul rest in peace. He died earlier, sometime in the middle of this year, Mr. MacArthur Hills. And naming people. Mr. Paul Blair, he died in the 1990 war. And naming people. So I'm talking to you with a spoon. We have been around in this thing for long. The media can lift people. They can lift leaders. They can also bring leaders down. But also you in the media, you can also bring yourself down, or you can lift yourself up in a way. With a spoon, you don't expect to begin to go after political leaders and think, because when anything get in your head that the media can break people down, you think the media can only break people down, you can break yourself down. Let me tell you one thing. If you don't know, we have seen some of these things. Okay, so the big head that you can bring Mr. Cummings down. You're smart, street smart, you know how to make money. But poor boy come from where you are Panton, you end up in America and you're doing well. I will advise you. The profession that you are practicing is deeper than you think it is. Trust me. You are treading on a slippery, icy ground. To begin to point out or pinpoint one political leader because you think you have fought with him and you can get even with him using your platform. But I will tell you one thing. Mr. Cummings also has supporters. Some of them who know the game even better than you. Now, you are way up there. Let me give you your glory, right? Stand on with us, Spoon. You are way up there. The Spoon Network. You got several television stations and radio stations in Liberia. You are way up there. Some of all we are down. He that is down fears no fall. You up there. When you fall, when you fall, the guy, the children, the kindergarten children rhyme. Humpty Dumpty, Humpty Dumpty climbed on the wall and Humpty Dumpty fell. When he fell, the king's horses and king's men could not put him back together. I'm just think about this. Without Spoon, think about this. Spoon TV, think about this. And you, James Goodday, Flomo, you are young picking, and you somewhere in Europe here, you study, you got long feature. Don't let money carry you. You sit there, you be talking. No, without Spoon guy money, that money guy, not for you. What he's paying you is for you. So you gotta build your future. If I go to Liberia today, I can pick up a job quick as a journalist in the radio stations and whatever. That job too, I'll not be a reporter. I pass that stage. Because while we built our stages. We built ourselves from stage to stage. When I started at LRCN, I was the last man, the least man in the office. So I had a whole bunch of key, the whole office bunch of key. Every morning, me and the security can be the front. We gotta go there, open our office. Whole place. I gotta go in that studio. All the equipment I say, weapon fine before my boss man they start coming. From there, I clean up. I begin reporter. I used to go on the field now. After I learned a lot of things, I started going on the field. So now I bring my own interview. They got to edit it. They transcribe it. My voice can be there. Until gradually, then I started to go. That's how I give you that story about me going to call the program where Joe was, City Hall. Okay, and then gradually I came on the radio. Sunday Bugu George and I had a show on the radio called Network Liberia, and we used to distribute that all throughout the 3 counties: Grand Jida, Lofa, and Bong, ERZ, ERV, and ERG. So me, I got approval, but where you come from as a journalist? Where did you come from to be a talk show? Yeah, talk show host, anybody can be. If you get sense, you can do the best. But if you rely on this stupid big head that the journalist can break down the whole empire of the king, my friend, you can break yourself down before you even think about bringing somebody down. Well, I told you the story about Humpty Dumpty, right? Humpty Dumpty climbed on the wall. When he fell down, neither the king's men or the king's horses could put him back together. Think about that. Piggy, well, I'll be on you. The war started with Mr. Cummings. I told you, Mr. Cummings, you got supporters. And the good thing is that you are up. We down. We're not falling. We're trying to claim that you up. So we'll see who will pull a friend down. Because you up there, so you can only pull me up. You cannot pull me down, but I'm down. I can pull you down, and we'll be on it. We'll dig behind you, We'll dig behind you, and we'll start to bring you up. You're not forgetting. Go and be buying your viewers. Get 1 million. You can, like I say, you can get 1 million viewers, but the reality is there. And Spoon TV, I'll advise you. They you don't know. As for the other nigga who called Kevin Sampa, I really think about that one. Because he didn't know he from a tail. Yeah, so yeah, of course, I can't waste my time on something like that. Yeah? He's looking for a living. And you, Kevin, America has a policy, right? America cannot support terrorism. No American is supposed to support terrorism. No American is supposed to support bad governance. You sit down in America, you you start to support a government that America has even put sanction on some of the officials. But you sit down there and you think you can bring Mr. Cummings down. If push comes to shove, you you hang it on a thread, thin thread like this. You can cut it and it will be no more. This is not a threat. I'm not saying things that could happen. Since you feel that you can also bring Mr. Cummings down or any other Liberian politicians down. Now you're cool down on Joe Walker. That Cummings your honor. I know one day you'll go to Joe Walker. You'll go behind Joe Walker too. But any opposition person you'll go after will be on your. Because we are in the opposition community. So let me tell you, you're by your elbow. You're the largest talk show or the largest platform in Liberia or in the world. And we're down. And you can't pull us up. So the rope is between the rope tie on your tie on up. So we can pull you down, but you can't pull us up. So you'll be there. That's just a warning. We'll be on it. When you throw one stone, we'll throw one. You throw one stone, we'll throw one. But the thing is, you don't want to make your position clear. You say you're not supporting George Weah, but you can try to suppress. You talk in favor of George Weah, you talk in favor of the government, then you try to clamp down or badmouth the other opposition leaders. Try with Joe Walker. You know that people behind Joe Walker too. Try with Councillor Gonglo. Try with other people. Anywhere you go, we'll turn on you. You turn to Gonglo, we'll turn on you. You turn to who? To JMB, we'll turn on you. Let me tell you. Until after elections. Because after election, then we'll know the opposition now. We'll know who is opposition. Because right now, as far as we know, we are all in the opposition. Whether we work together or not, we are all in the opposition. When George Weah win, they say George Weah win all the opposition. If one party from the opposition win, we say the opposition, one of the opposition parties won. So the line is clear. It's clear. There's a clear line of demarcation. And everybody's walking chalk line. So if you decide that you go after opposition people, I would have thought that you use a platform to educate Liberians, to tell them the truth, to inform them about the election. Okay, there are a series of things happening. Up to now, voter registration, we don't know the status. Up to now, we don't know about the biometric system. Up to now, there are several things happening in the country. You don't go away, but you go for private money that got missing. You go there and you start picking on Mr. Cummings. You start asking why Mr. Cummings can't control. Where in the world you with us spoon living? That a case will be given to the police. The police are not brought down their findings. Then you start to dismiss people, or you start to take action. So in the first place, why took a case to the police? Because the thing is, you're not trained as a journalist, so you don't know your line of questioning. People on your show, when they talk, no, because you want them to answer the way you want them, or you want them to say, you want to program them. And you got my picking James Good Day Flomo. But I know a poor boy, the poor boy probably you the one sponsoring him where he is now. So poor boy, he will just follow you. But I will tell you, James Good Day Flomo, the same way people labeling Louis Brown today that they were in MPFL, they were dead. The same way somebody could label you tomorrow that you are with Spoon TV and you also spread false news. And you James Good Day Flomo, too young to want to go after somebody. Picking you too young. Somehow, we are living our life. I'm past 50, approaching 60. I don't care. What do I need anymore? All my children are on my own. Besides my 3 small ones that I got. whose brothers and sisters are bigger. Even if I die right now, the brothers and sisters will take care of them. So I don't care. Everybody got feature. In the next minute, it's our feature. But we have done it. But for those of you, you stay chasing your first degree or your second degree, I don't know. So you say, so take time, begin. They think not all about money, not what you can eat today. Your future. You see how you guys going after Louis Brown for their past association. At that time, nobody would have known that people will go after Louis Brown and the rest of them. And my unit, because if I were to become member of any registered member of any political party, it will be the NPP. Okay? And the rest of the NPP people that are in the CDC, I hope you open your ears, move the wax from your ears. When you are not part of them, they call you rebel. Sooner or later, if Cyril Allen, my big brother, that I respect so much, if he says I'm working out of the CPP, you'll say, man, they made that rebel. In fact, he was managing director for the hydrocarbon in Picana during the war time. So I didn't want to eat all the money, didn't want to do this. But right now, everything, Cyril Allen is in the MPP, everything is good. He's not bad, man. Let Charles Bright try to work from there. They'll get on Charles Bright. They'll even forget to know that Charles Bright is a rich man. His father had Bright's farm. They had all the egg and the poultry farm. They will forget about that. They will start accusing him of being Taylor man. Joe Howard Taylor, saying you don't want to be vice president for We Are Today and see what the people will say about you. So my MPP people, you're saying that there. You're not open, you're not moving the wax from your ears. The people only want to use the empower, they use your. It's like you find a water put in the street. You want to sleep with her, so you can buy anything for her that night. That's what they doing to you. When you feel what you learn, you say, look at that water police. What they doing to MPP. So you should not. If I were inside the MPP, now I will tell people, Cyril Allen, you my big brother. Something you did for me, I'll not forget. Cyril Allen, something you did for me, 1992, September. I will not forget. This is the man that will say, go to my house in Buchanan. Tell my house, brother, I'll send you. Look at you, see all the shoes. Wear anyone that fits you. People have stolen my shoes. I didn't have any shoes. He told me, I won't sleep on it. He said, go to Buchanan. I'll not be there, but go there. Go in the loop. My house number is so. When you go to my house, but then he say, in fact, give me a number. A note. Say, just show it to the husband. You see all the shoes. Wear anything that can fit you. I couldn't believe it. And most times, Cyril Allen used to give me money, cash, raw cash. So, I don't forget when you do good for me. But Cyril Allen, you're in the government today. You're supporting the We Are government. You're good people. But you see Louis Brown, you know what they're telling Louis Brown? And I know Cyril Allen will not feel good when they label Louis Brown as a rebel. He will not feel good when they label Danny Chair as a rebel. You got to know them. I know all of them. They're good friends. Yeah? So, Cyril Allen, my own woman, Joe Howard Taylor, you'll enjoy. You'll be there. Everything good for you now. The day you're leaving, you know what they'll call you? Rebels. The man who rebel there. Louis Brown. So like brought to rebel and send the rebel to the UN as permanent representative. You can indict yourselves. America can start, or the UN can start investigating America. Like us to can spy on us. You can make rebel your information minister. That Ellen. But I think enough stuff for today. So my warning to my CPP, my CPP people, let's continue to hold on. Cummings has begun a topic, and if you listen to the music by D2, D12, rather D12, not D12, but D12. He said, if nobody talks about you, then you are nobody. 2017, who talked about Cummings? Nobody knew Cummings. He was 7%. In fact, he didn't have any percentage that time. But after election, he got 7%. But today, everybody talking about 7%. Cummings. Money lost. People worry about it. The money not come from nobody pocket, not government money. Money or somebody steal it, then you're crying, oh, why come you can't go kill it? Hey, man, the money for you? No come saying and tell you that the money not for you. Don't cry, but hey, go sit down. Jovial, take your money. Every day you're paying Jovial $2,000 to watch football game. To move from here there. He cost all the people. He cost in the church. Nobody talk about it. But coming private money law, you're making loss. Coming work for money. Coming had no working government. So there's no trace of government on that money. Well, if there's any trace of government on that money, then a lot of people who work in government before, who now are coming, who contributed towards that money. But it's not still not government money. So what are you worried about? You can't be seen, you don't get sense. Are you that stupid? Are you that naive? Stupidity. Come on. Man, look, yeah. And yeah, then George, so now I'm going to go after George, but sometimes, I can be constrained. I want my picking Costa dealing with him so that I can enjoy him. But again, the same Costa, when he made me say you want to talk, then all the people, my sister come forward with fear. She was very with me. I talk to Costa. I don't know what my picking Douglas Pillow is stay here. Douglas stay here. See? When a Costa does anything wrong, let's go after him. Because you know what? Costa is going to prominence. This Costa here, this Costa here want to be a senator. So Costa, that's more potato again. Yeah? And we got to correct him. Costa can't be taking the phone. He be calling Georgia, or Georgia take the phone and call him. Then when he can't, he's so condemning Georgia. But when a Costa want to talk to Georgia, bring Georgia on your show. Let's hear what you say. Then they all say people who can kind of talk about jealous of Georgia, this and that. To hell with you. I don't get time for you. Stupid people. You think I think my brain behind my heat. Stupid people are jealous of Georgia. I mean, Costa. Costa is a young man. Costa got a brighter future. Costa is popular. I'm not popular. I know nothing. Costa know everything. Yeah. Costa richer than me. I ain't got nothing. So I'll be jealous. I can't be bright like him. I old man, I ugly. Costa fine, young boy. Yeah. So what? Something can tell you that I can't be the Costa, and Costa can't be the me. I said I'm trying to be jealous of Costa. He did stupid. Let me I gave a disclaimer before. I said I got a few sisters, okay? Some of them right now they posted now. Politically, I don't know them. I know only one of them for now because we all live here. And the rest of them, I don't know them, but we've been very good friends on Facebook. We argue, we do all our things. Some of them from CDC, some of them from the UP. We argue, we do all our things, but now one day we use bad word on each other. So I respect them. If I say something, you kind of criticize me. All the things they were written yesterday, I was just laughing. Or if you go to one of my posts, I was just smile, or I just laughing, I'll get, and then so now I respond. But it's stupid one thing. And if you call yourself lady, you're stupid. You come on my post and talk nonsense. Because the same Costa where you backing, Costa can cause me. I know here's somewhere open your stupid mouth to say you're condemning me. If I see any woman, you come on my show, be the first to cause me. I'll warn you. But if you, let me tell you, I get wife, I get married, you can cause my wife, you can cause my man, I don't care. But I'll cause you because your own will hear you. Their own will hear them too, but your own will hear you. And I never do this before, and I don't want to be rude. But if you come and try to just for no reason and cause me, you should be strong. Because when I come for you, look, that day, if you go look in the mirror, you feel sorry for yourself. Or if you don't leave your sleep that day, then you get strong heart. Because I'll come for you deeply. I'll come for you. I'll put everything aside and come for you. Okay. This is just a warning. I'll go right after I go back to my post and see. Let me see some funny things. Facebook might block me. Let me tell you now. Because I've been thinking it for long. Those of you who are not in that circle of friends that I know, that I respect me too. I don't want to be rude. I'm not boasting that I'm rude. But if you think you're rude, I can also be rude. Equality. You rule, I rule. The end will tell us who is most rude or the rudest. It's not my nature. It's not my nature. All the people who on Facebook who will argue with them know that it's not my nature. But when enough is enough, then you just gotta walk away some kind of way. You gotta go against your will. So I'm giving this caveat. We can do politics, we can argue, you can say anything. But those of you who will come and insult me, I do not like it, especially if you are a woman. Because if a man insults me, I know how to go for him. But a woman, it's difficult for me. It's really, really difficult. I don't do it. It's not my nature. I don't do it. But don't force me to do it. Because once I go out of, when I cross that line, I will not hold by. I'll go far before I even think. So I don't want to do that. Like I got my sisters here. Some of them right under my post here. Okay? We write. We do all kinds of things. We argue. I don't see anything wrong with that. But some of you will come and curse me. I never cursed Costa before. I'm not disagree with Costa. I call Costa show 2 different times. He calls me because I disagree with him. He calls me. He says, "Stupid man." I agree. Now I receive calls from friends. "Oh, my man, do not even appear or do not call Costa show again." This and that. I say no. Cause can't hurt. I mean, face to face. If I meet Costa face to face, Costa will not look at me and curse me. You have some small respect for me. Then you get to know that I'm older than him. And if I say something that hurts him, you will not look at me and curse me face to face. And if you do it, that day he'll kill me because I'll hate him. I'll really jump on Costa. If I look at him face to face, he calls me. Like how you can do, I'll jump on, he will kill me that day. But I know he will not. I know. Costa not stupid man, to be frank. He gets sense. Okay? But those of you who feel that he's bigger than Costa got the biggest platform. So you see one little in Costa world, one little backler coming to come fight for him. Just like I'm going to fight for God. When God made a war, he made me there, I'm going to fight for him. That's why I don't understand people who will go die in the name of religion. God is bigger than you. You want to go fight for God. That's why Jesus told Peter, he said, "Look, listen, put that soul back. I want to fight. I can bring hosts of Indians to fight my war. Now you, Peter, to go, you want to go fight with one small soul in your hand? No." So Costa get the biggest platform. Costa can do anything. He can cause, he can say. Costa can get even with me. And someone they say, "Oh, Costa, I get time for you." Costa will not even answer to you. And in that stupid little man, the thing that I want Costa to recognize me, right? So I can't say anything. The freedom of speech that we all enjoy, that Costa himself enjoy, I cannot enjoy it too, right? But if I say anything, then I want you to recognize me. That's why I learned the list of people who have enjoyed their confidence before. Some of you will not even have the opportunity to go near. That's why I was telling some of my citizen friends. All the people they made on Facebook. Joe, we are in Washington. They say they went there. They were standing far away. They didn't even go near him. I said, "You see, any leader that I ever came close to, I went to them closely. That's my own gift." So some of you coming, you want to fight for Costa because he's strong. You Costa more peace. And if you don't take time, when I get to you, especially if you may I will not warn you. Then the men I have not warned them. You got to know. But you with me, you'll be careful. You'll stay out of my way. You can argue with me. You can say anything, but do not curse me. And because I'm not cursing anybody, I'm not cursing any woman. I'm not calling any of your name. I call Costa. Costa get beat more than you. Costa get beat platform more than you. So you'll stay away. You'll stay away. Okay. Thank you very much, and I'll have a good day. Thanks for watching.